Yeah, so I think this has certainly been obviously something that we at VMware are highly involved with government agencies. And I think when you sort of, if you roll back the clock to, when VMware became a company and was formed, and it was around this construct of compute virtualization. And there was really sort of two waves of that, right? One was, workload consolidation, right? I have these processors that I roughly double the speeds every 18 months. I have innovation in memory technologies that gives me creative capacity there. Why do I have this one-to-one relationship of workload to physical server, right? So there was clearly a compelling, both technological and financial value proposition to go through this physical to virtual migration. Then the second wave of virtualization was really around workload mobility, right? Where I can now take these workloads, I can pick them up and I can move them to different servers within my data center, to different racks within my data centers, across my data centers, and now across the private cloud. And this is really inarguably the foundational precursor to cloud computing. And as you look at where we are today, we've now taken those same constructs of how do I build this software abstraction layer above a physical infrastructure and virtualize the services above it. So now we talk about the ability to do network virtualization, the ability to do security virtualization, the ability to do storage virtualization, and that really, all of that together is what comprises our software-defined data center strategy. It's, I don't want to have to go out and touch physical devices. I want to build things in the abstract that are agnostic from the underlying physical devices. So I still get all of this choice at the physical layer, but I get all of this agility at the virtualization layer. And it's no longer about just addressing one silo of infrastructure being computing. It's about addressing infrastructure end to end as one thing. And I think that's where the agility comes from. When I need to provision a service or an application or a workload, I got to be able to provision that infrastructure end to end. And if I move it all into this software layer, it makes it much easier to do that in a very agile, fast way.